Hello, everyone. It's Jaxson again, and I'm here with
Caleb Pfeffer.
today for the podcasting segment. I'll be talking about the importance of music. Music is weird to talk about. If you ever ask someone to describe it, they'll probably most likely say something they listen to from time to time or that they just enjoy in the background. But if you ask a musician, it's always a different answer. What is really music, Caleb?
Music to me, it's mostly just the expression of emotion and ways to change something you envision, something you want to change. And I feel like with a lot of artists, that's not their main goal, and that's not why they succeed like others.
Yeah.
Like Kendrick Lamar is a good experience. J. Cole, good. There's so many artists that not just want to make sound that just sounds nice. They want to make something. They want to make a change in the world.
Yeah.
In a way, they're good at it.
Yeah, music is a type of art, I believe, and I actually talk about J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar in this script. So, something I believe music is, it feels like a connection you have with something you can't let go, or it's something like growth. It's something that you're close to and exactly know how you feel and perfectly describes your emotions. We don't even know when music was made. We just never knew.
That's crazy.
But the first evidence of music was a bone flute made out of, it was some type of tribe made a bone flute, and it was discovered in some cave. That's the closest thing we have to, like, the furthest part of music.
Yeah, like prehistoric ages.
Music is a form of art and one of the most important. Music brings connection to people and communities around the world.
I actually want to touch on how you're saying that we look for something that relates with us. And that's a big thing, I really do feel like, because it's not just about the message that the music sends. It's a lot of the times finding someone that agrees with you really does help.
Yeah.
Helps in more ways than you could think. Just having that thought that, oh, me and all these other people agree on something. And it really does help you through whatever like emotions you're going through, and it makes you a better person.
Yeah,
Music
definitely.
can definitely make you a better person.
Yeah, I like how you brought that up because, like, obviously if you like the same artist as someone else, you're gonna have like some type of connection with, like, a mutual connection.
Yeah,
With
an mutual understanding.
Yeah, because like you both like that artist, and I don't know. I've met like two people who have the same favorite artist as me. Gotta keep it niche though.
Is it Outcast, right?
No, I really like Julia Wolf and Prince and Miss Lauryn Hill.
Miss Lauryn Hill's Prince is good. I listen to a lot of underground bands personally.
Yeah.
Shout out to Crustox.
Oh crap. Sponsoring, I guess.
Yeah,
They're not niche. My artists aren't niche though.
mine are.
Okay, well, you're. Wait, what is it called?
Crustox.
No, show off or whatever. I don't know.
Show off.
Yeah, music. Okay, how does it affect us? How does music affect us?
I think there's two ways that music can affect you. And I feel like that has to do with mental state and the way you act in your world, right?
Yeah.
Because it can improve your mind state, like mental state, to such a degree that you forget about things. It kind of gives you an escape. It's a healthy escape.
Yeah, definitely. Music has a bond with people, I would say. Like, everyone has a favorite artist without a doubt. And since they have a personal connection with the art and the artist, music relieves stress. But sometimes people can, like, pair it. Like, if you're sad and you listen to sad music, it's not going to make you feel better. You know what I'm saying? It kind of, like, matches your emotion perfectly.
Yeah, I wouldn't say listening to sad music doesn't necessarily make you feel better, but it makes you share an emotion with the artist.
Definitely.
So you kind of grow out of the sadness versus getting rid of it because you grow past it. That's the whole point of music. I feel.
Definitely. If some, I believe art takes time, and there's like, of course, there's good music and bad music, but everyone
Yes.
has a certain type of music that they love, and we can't put them down for that. Like, some people like country. I don't like country that much, but it's not a bad genre.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Yeah, but definitely good music takes time, and like music, I think music should be about like spreading love and not hate, or like telling like some type of story. I'd
Yeah.
say.
And on that, it does take time, but a lot of that is not behind because I play guitar, so a lot of the most popular and most songs that have changed the world, like "Smells Like Teen Spirit,"
Yeah.
is probably one of the most simple riffs you could learn. It's very simple.
Yeah.
It's more of the movement behind it that gets people rowdy.
Yeah, Nirvana was such an influence back then.
An amazing influence. And then even into the drummer continuing on with Foo Fighters, the whole story behind that is very interesting.
Yeah. Well, music does also. You remember me doing the music protesting thing because you were filming it.
Yes.
And music strives like protests, like someone speaking up against a oppressing force. So like one of the major cases was the civil rights movement, and lots of music came out, and it caused like revolts, and it's something that I'm proud of today because we have that ability to make music to make a change. And even if like this was like 70, no, like 80 years ago,
Yeah.
it's still such a big like impact today.
100%. I mean, when you take into consider back then how oppressive the entire world was as a whole, not just for the time, but the entire world and not just the area,
Yeah.
it really was one of the only ways to get your word out without being like scrutinized.
Yeah.
That with in book writing, amazing books, but at that time, civil rights movement, you couldn't say anything without being scrutinized in public. So you had to find a means to express yourself.
Yeah, definitely. Like music brings up like boosts morale and spirit during some types of altercations. Like definitely like if you're like tomorrow is gonna be like an amazing day. Of obviously you're gonna listen to like music that's gonna make you happy and get you ready for that day. So that's something I would want to call out. And if you didn't know, actually, most of the biggest genres of music was made by people who were oppressed. And I thought that was really a good point about something. Sorry about that intermission. The biggest genres that were made by oppression was blues, jazz, R&B, rock and roll, hip hop, rap, funk, soul, gospel, and country music. That is like that made me like really surprised because I thought like it was just like I didn't even know it was made in America, to be honest.
No, it exploded.
Especially like jazz in the 50s and stuff.
Yeah.
That's where probably like the biggest artists like Ray Charles and I forgot his name. He's really popular. He's like I forgot Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra, yes.
Yeah, but I didn't want to shine light on that because those major music genres in today is still here, and it's so like influential to artists today. Like we even like have a jazz band in our school, and hopefully I get to try out for that next year. But that's something I wanted to shine light on. Have you ever like really listened to music? Like-
Listened?
Yeah, like you'd like focused on like the lyrics and stuff.
Yes, that's actually a very good point. I do not like music that does not have a clear meaning to be understand.
Yeah.
Like, take for example, this is a big artist, Korn. They have a good mix between loud and it sounds nice, but it also I'm more of like it, not for just the sound, but for the things they're saying, things that need to be said.
Definitely.
100%.
I think every day you do hear music. Like if it's like just tapping your finger on like the table or like tapping your foot on the floor, it's definitely like some type of rhythm you hear, or even humming. Music, the music, and it always has rhythm. But if you ever live in like, I think if you live in every single country around the world, you've definitely heard of music,
Yes.
like cultural music or just something on the radio. Asia, you've probably ever listened to music. Africa, Europe, Americas. If you live in any continent, you probably heard music. From Africa, the most common music is culture and Afrobeats. I wanted to shine a light on every single continent's like biggest type of genre. And the biggest artist, do you know who Tyla is?
Tyler?
Yeah.
I don't believe so.
She was a big artist in like 2024. But right now, one of the biggest genres is K-pop in America, which is kind of crazy that there's so much different, like, I don't even understand K-pop, but, I rock with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the one thing I found funny is, like, depending on what country, it's called something different. For, like, Korea, it's called K-pop. For Japan, it's called J-pop. And for China, it's called C-pop. And I thought it was pretty funny to learn about. Artists like Stray Kids, and AKB48 from J-pop, and TF Boys from China.
Yeah.
And those are some artists that are really making it big in America.
So I would actually say I don't think I've ever listened to K-pop, but I see the impact of it around us and how much it's exploded and how popular it is. I've always been like a rock and punk guy, but
Yeah.
I can definitely see the appeal behind it and all the people that listen to it.
I just love how diverse music is, and especially like I didn't even know what K-pop was until like 5 years ago.
Really?
But like I'm rocking with it.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. Especially Europe, there's giant artists like Harry Styles, Ed Sheeran, Queen, Elton John, and obviously the Beatles. They probably have one of the biggest artists ever. But definitely the biggest music like influence ever is probably America.
Yeah, I would
One
say
of the most, not the biggest.
I would say most likely America for basic, but I would say in the rock and punk genre, I have to give a shout out to Europe.
Yeah.
All of Europe. They had amazing movies, shows. Everything was about rebellion. I loved it. Looking back at it, it was an amazing time.
Yeah, definitely. The biggest artists in America, there's like a whole row of them, and I'll just shine a light on some of them. Taylor Swift, Bruno Mars, Bob Marley, Bad Bunny, Tupac, Kanye, Drake, Bob Dylan, Miss Lauryn Hill, Sabrina Carpenter, The Weeknd, Nirvana, Kendrick Lamar, Billie Eilish, Lady Gaga, Rihanna, and Travis Scott. Those are the ones I wanted just to give light on because there's so many. Sadly, this has to be the end of the podcast, but I had so much fun making it, and it's definitely something I look forward to continue learning about. Make sure to check out the DeSoto High School YouTube channel if you want to see upcoming news about our lovely school, and also have a fun day and have a good spring break. Thank you, and goodbye.
Bye.